Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. Today I was actually on a live with Enoch and Christopher. Enoch is from the Urban Gardener show, and we talked about fruits today. Fruit trees grown at home and why they are so much better. And because of that, I wanted to make this video to show them what I have been growing and also to show the audience what we were talking about, that fruits that are grown at home taste so much better. Today I want to showcase a very special variety of pear that I've spoken highly of, and that is the Hosui. So before we go and pick the fruit, I wanted to also talk about one thing that we discussed on the channel, and that is to keep the birds from eating my fruits. And so the birds, usually this time of the year, the fruits are really nice and sweet and juicy, and they will come and peck at the fruit and try to eat it. And so what I noticed is that if I pick some of the damaged fruits and I just throw them on the ground like this in sight of the bird where they can see them, they tend to go to these fruits and eat them instead of my actual fruits. And so let me show you. See, these are the fruits that they have been eating. And here as well, you see, they've been pecking at those. And this one was actually on the tree that was pecked, so I just I'm not gonna need this anymore, so I'm gonna throw it there. And what I'm trying to do is entice them to come down here and eat the fruits on the floor instead of eating the fruits on the tree. And so it seems to be working very well. I can't for sure say that it's 100% effective because the birds are pretty unpredictable, but this has helped me quite a bit. And so you see, these are the fruit that I have, and they have not been eating it for a while. And so I'm going to keep trying that to see if it actually will work. And if it does, I'm going to keep doing that to keep them away from eating the fruits on my tree. So anyway, we are going to pick a variety called Hosui. This is the Asian pear. And Hosui is a beautiful russet variety of pear. They do get much larger than this. This is because my tree is not fully grown, so it's still a small branch. This is a multi-grafted tree, and so I have Shinseiki here. Excellent variety. We will talk about that in the future. I have let's see, 20th century right there, so we will talk about that in the future as well. And then Korean giant, of course, right over there. The fruits are massive, you see. Look at that. It's the size of an apple, probably bigger and still growing. And so we'll talk about that in the future as well. So today we are going to pick a Hosui variety. So this is a Hosui branch that I grafted onto my Shinseiki. You see, this is Shinseiki, and as you can see, there's a branch right there. Hosui, that's where the union is, and Shinseiki. And then I took the same branch that I cut off and I grafted back here. You see? Shinseiki, Hosui on the same branch. You see that? And so Hosui is a really nice variety because it produces some of the most beautiful flowers in the spring. I guarantee if you grow it, you would think the same. It is more beautiful than every single variety that I've grown. And so they also flower very early. They're one of the first one to flower. So they're the early season, they could serve as an early season pollinator for some of the other pear varieties. And they are really, really productive. And one of the most awesome thing about it is that it is self-fruitful. You don't need another variety, but if you do have another variety, they will produce a lot more. So you only have to grow one, but I recommend you grow 2 different varieties to help them pollinate. And make sure they flower at the same time. So anyway, we have more Hosui right here, and this is the one we're gonna pick because it is ready. So here, this is my Hosui grafted onto a Shinko. Okay, so let me pull this off. Look at that. Nice and round and perfect. Nothing's wrong with it. Sometimes you get like stink bugs that sting them and they look bad. So anyway, this is the Hosui. They do get bigger than this. It's just because I have so many fruits, I didn't thin them, so they do get a little bit smaller if you have too many fruits. So anyway, we are going to take this inside. I'll cut it open. I'll show you how juicy it is, and then we'll try it out. Okay, here is a closer look at the Hosui pear. And you may be wondering, how can you tell if the pear is ready? This one is actually a little bit still not fully ready, but let me show you. You see the green side right here? That means it's not ready. As it becomes more ready to be picked, it turns sort of like a reddish color, and it has this translucent look to it. And so the redder and the more translucent it is, the better and the sweeter it would taste. So if there's still somewhat some green in there, they are still good, but not at the optimum flavor. So this one is not fully ripe, but you can still eat it and it will still taste very good. Okay, so let's cut it open so I can show you. We always eat the pears. We skin the pear, and so that is how you should eat it. You can eat it with the skin on and everything, but we always prefer to take all of the skin off because that's how you should eat Asian pear. So you can see as I peel this thing, you can see the juice is flowing. Look at that, there's juice everywhere. So that's the beautiful thing about growing your own fruit. You pick it at the best time and you eat it right away. If you put this in a fridge for like an hour before you eat it, man, it tastes even better. And so try that when you grow these. Just pick them and then put them in the fridge for an hour and then eat them. So the way I usually, the center is where the seed is, so you can cut it like this, like that, and that would be the perfect kind of like pieces to eat them. And you just go around. You see, the seed is in the center, and you don't want to eat that because that part has a little tangy flavor to it. But you see, if you slice it down the middle, and you can actually, if you wait long enough, the seed will be ready, and you can collect the seeds and grow it from seed if you want to. And I have done that many times. You see, those seeds are not ready. So if you want to grow these, you're gonna have to wait a month or so more. The seeds have to be black if you want to grow it. Okay, so that is what the pears look like. It is liquid everywhere. You see, guys? And that is how good it is when you grow them yourself. Okay, so let's try it out. Okay, here we are. Hosui Asian pear, one of my most favorite variety to grow. And they are just amazing. Highly recommend you get one. So let's try this out. So juicy, so sweet. Has a slight honey flavor. Full of water. It's almost like it does have a sort of like an apple texture, because a lot of these variety of pears, they call them apple pear because it does have an apple texture. There's no tanginess to it at all. It's all juice and sweet. So the longer you wait, the more honey-like flavor you will get. But it's just amazing. They're just so sweet and so juicy. You can just eat a few of these and you don't have to drink water. So much liquid. So amazing flavor. I mean, you can easily eat a few of these each day. So my son loves this, and I pick a few for him every day to eat. So from now till the end of the season, I mean, there's just a ton of pears, and that's the beautiful thing about growing Asian pear. They're so productive, and if you can take care of them, you will enjoy them at the end of the season for a very long time. So you can make this into a drink. You can cook with these. You can eat them just like this, and put them in a smoothie if you like. Make refreshing drink is probably one of the best thing to do in the summertime. So yeah, that's it. Hosui, highly recommend it. Get yourself one next season and grow this variety. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.